Just choosing a posture that means the spine is balanced and comfortable. So sitting upright, having the hands resting easily in the lap. Or if we're lying down, just having the hands resting beside the body. If we're comfortable doing so, just allowing the eyes to close. Otherwise, we can gaze in front of us with a soft gaze, relaxed eyes, soft eyes. And lowering the chin ever so slightly to lengthen the spine at the back of the neck. And if it's comfortable for us, just placing the tongue to rest on the roof of the mouth. That just encourages the air to circulate through the nose, if that's comfortable for us. So just allowing the sound of the bell to take the attention inside. And let's start this practice by noticing how we are. So this isn't a story of how we are. We're really feeling into the body, noticing the mind, noticing the emotional landscape, noticing our mood. That sense of the internal weather patterns that are at play. But how are we? And just allowing everything to be as it is, we're just noticing. In this moment. And now starting to create a strong base by dropping the attention through the body and becoming aware of the felt sense of the feet and the felt sense of contact with the ground. So we're not thinking about the feet, we're really feeling the feet in this moment. So maybe there's pressure on different parts of the feet. Temperature. And maybe there's numbness. We're just noticing what we're feeling by paying attention to the feet and the felt sense of contact. That felt sense of the support of the ground. And now noticing the other places that we're in contact with the chair. The backs of the legs, the buttocks, the small of the back. And noticing the experiences, the physical sense of sitting. The felt sense of the weight of the body going into the chair. And that felt sense of the support of the chair. Do the sensations change or do they stay the same? We're just witnessing, noticing. And now moving the attention to the tailbone, the base of the spine. And now slowly we're going to move our attention up the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, so we get a felt sense of the height of the upper body coming out of this base. that felt sense of the uplift of the upper body. The spine, the neck, and then the head on the top. And as we feel into the upper body, just see if there are any places of tightness. We often hold these reservoirs of stress in the body as tension. So maybe noticing how soft or tense the hands feel, how loose or tight the shoulders are. The back of the neck is often a place of tension. How clenched or unclenched the jaws are. How tight or soft the eyes are. And then noticing the forehead. We often carry a lot of tension in the forehead from all the agitated thinking that's happening moment by moment. So if that's true for us and we're noticing any felt sense of tightness, just seeing if we can allow these places to relax and release as best as we can. A felt sense of letting go just a bit more into this posture. Just allowing gravity to do its work and just letting go just a bit more. There's tension at the back of the neck. We could just choose to slowly rotate the head as a way of releasing the neck. And the sensations may change or they may stay the same. And now feeling into the body once more and noticing where we experience the flow of breath most vividly in the body. And we're just going to move our attention there. So that might be at the end of the nose. We might be experiencing the air moving in and out the nostrils. Or maybe it's the chest rising and falling with the breath. Or maybe it's down in the abdomen, that felt sense of the diaphragm expanding and releasing with the breath. So we're now feeling the flow of breath. We're just allowing it to be just as it is. There's no need to change anything. There's no need to control the breath. We're just using the breath as an anchor for our present moment attention. So we're feeling the in-breath for its full duration and the out-breath for its full duration. And remembering we're not trying to clear the mind of thoughts. So thoughts can be happening, sounds might be coming. We're seeing if we can just stay with the breath. We're just allowing thoughts or feelings to arise and pass as we stay with the breath as best as we can. And in some ways, the breath is reminding us to let go as we experience the breath arising and passing. And when we notice that the mind has moved away from the breath and it's contracted into a thought, we can just notice where the mind has gone. Maybe we're judging or remembering or planning. We can just give that a mental note. I'm judging or planning. And then just choose to let go. We just guide the attention back to the breath. We just let go of whatever's happening in the mind and arrive back in the present moment by feeling the breath again. There's no need for any commentary. We just find the flow of breath and come back to now by paying attention to the breath. So really attuning to the breath in this moment. Is the breath fast or slow? Is it deep or shallow? And how about this breath? So breathing and fully knowing that we're breathing by feeling the breath as best as we can. So in this practice, if the mind becomes too dispersed or we start to experience more intense sensations, we can come back to the breath. It's like a home base we can come back to. It's a home base that will wake us up to the present moment by paying attention to the breath. Just remembering the breath is always available to us as a way of coming back. But now if it's okay for us and we choose to, we're just going to move our attention to sounds. So the sounds that are happening right here, right now. So we're not searching for sounds. Just seeing if we can open ourselves up to a 360-degree awareness of sounds. And simply experiencing sounds as they arise and they pass. Distant sounds outside. Sounds in the room that we're sitting in, such as my voice coming and going. And sounds inside the body. Fully experiencing the space between sounds. And as soon as we notice that the mind is time traveling about the future, the past, as soon as we notice we're back in the present moment, so just pause, label where the mind is, and then just let go. come back to the breath. And then as the mind settles, just opening ourselves up to the sounds that are happening right here, right now. Just opening our senses once more to the only time that we truly have, and that time is now. Everything else is conceptual. And as we continue to practice experiencing sounds, the invitation is to see if we can notice the silence beneath the sounds as well. And now as we pay attention to sounds, I'm just going to invite us to also notice the body. So we're listening to sounds, and now we're feeling the body. So listening to sounds and feeling sensations that are happening on the skin of the body and in the body. We're not trying to create any experience. We're not trying to get anywhere. We're just allowing things to be just as they are. So we're listening presence. That's perceiving and receiving sounds and sensations from moment to moment as best as we can. So aware of sounds. And see if we can be aware of the layer that's in contact with the skin across the body. So we're feeling the body and feeling the space around the body as we experience sounds. If there's any sense of, am I doing this right? Just noticing that and allowing it to go. Just letting it be as we feel and sense the body and sense sounds that are happening right here, right now. Sounds, sensations. Holding everything in awareness without trying to get anywhere, without trying to do anything. We're just letting it all go, letting it all be as we witness what arises and passes from moment to moment as sounds and sensations in the body. and on the body. So it doesn't matter how many times the mind has moved away from the present moment in this practice. What's most important is the way we come back. By noticing and with compassion for ourselves, we just come back to the object of our attention. Each time we come back, we're just strengthening this habit of coming back to the present moment, of coming back to being here and now. And now allowing the breath and sounds and the body to just move into the background. And we're going to move our attention, if we choose to, back to the felt sense of sitting again. So the feet on the floor, the backs and legs, the buttocks with the chair, just so we get a felt sense of the ground again, just as a way of coming back and just focusing our attention once more by feeling the body as it's sitting in the chair with the feet on the floor. And now I'm just going to invite us, if we choose to move the attention to the heart space. So just in front of the chest. And just see if we can notice the chest rising and falling with the breath. That felt sense of the chest opening and relaxing with the in-breath. And that felt sense of the chest relaxing and letting go with the out-breath. And now if we choose to, I'm just going to offer some self-compassion sentences. If it feels right, just saying each of these on an out-breath. So may I be at ease with my experience. Be peaceful. Allow things to be just as they are. May I be at ease with my experience. Be peaceful. Allow things to be just as they are. So repeating these phrases in the mind in a rhythm that's pleasing to us. So they now become the object of our attention as we say each phrase with our full attention. May I be at ease with my experience. Be peaceful. Allow things to be just as they are. May I be at ease with my experience. Be peaceful. Allow things to be just as they are. And as we continue to repeat these phrases, also noticing how it is to wish these things for ourselves, to show ourselves these phrases of self-compassion. May I be at ease with my experience. Be peaceful. Allow things to be just as they are. And now allowing these phrases to move into the background as we come back to our home base in the body, where we connect to our breathing and the felt sense of the breath most easily. So coming back into the felt sense, the connection with the breath as a way of gathering the minds back in. As our awareness is like a boat riding the wave of the breath. The in-breath for its full duration and the out-breath for its full duration. And in a short while, we're going to hear the bell sound. And as the bell sounds, it's an invitation to open the eyes if they've been closed when it feels right for us to do so. And as the eyes open, having a good stretch. If we're lying down, we can stretch the feet out as well. Just doing what we need to do as we come out of the practice. So thanks for joining me. I hope that was resourcing for you. As a mindfulness teacher always says to me, every time we sit down to practice, we're showing ourselves an extreme act of self-care. So have a great day, and I look forward to connecting again soon. Thank you.